Lego has officially revealed, I think, everything, all the sets for the summer wave, for the wave for August 2025. We have, I believe these are 9 sets, 10 sets. One of them we already took a look at, which is the battle pack here. But we still have a lot of other sets to take a look at. I'm gonna go ahead and give my thoughts on all of them, starting with the Republic Juggernaut or the Clone Turbo Tank. Now, the set itself is $160 and 813 pieces. That's a garbage price for a pretty small and downsized build. It's a lot smaller compared to the one that they did in 2016, which was already a downsized version of the one from 2006, I believe. It looks well crafted enough. Like, I like the way the pieces are put together. It looks well detailed and smoothed out in places, and it just looks cleaner overall. But the problem is, it's just small. You can really tell by the interior there. It looks so much more shrunken down, which is not good. I kind of wish there was more space, especially in the body in the center. I think that's the part that looks the weirdest to me, which is how small that area is compared to how it used to be. And yeah, it definitely is not worth the price for 160. And the minifigures, which we have the Galactic Marines for the first time. We get Commander Bakara as well and Ki-Adi Mundi, based off of the Order 66 scene. And yeah, this is a closer look at the figures there. It looks kind of weird, Commander Bakara's helmet a little bit. Just, I feel it could have been, I don't know, dual molded maybe. I don't know, maybe that would have been too much to ask for, but it is a new mold, which looks pretty good. It just looks a little bit odd at some parts. I think with the cheeks as well, look a little bit too puffed up. And then we have the Galactic Marines, which are close to perfect. The only thing it really needed was the waist cape instead of just being a print, or maybe like make it a dual molded leg piece, which would have been a lot better. But everything else here is really great to see. But the only problem I have here is that, like, well, not really the only problem, but the biggest problem that we have here is that it shouldn't be a clone turbo tank, and it should be a UT-80, because all of these characters and the scene is essentially what was in the Revenge of the Sith with Order 66, and it should have been a UT-80 instead of another clone turbo tank, which isn't even that great compared to what we had before. And we get battle droids again. Should have been more Galactic Marines. We could have gotten more than just the 3. We could have gotten 6, which would have been perfect, or at least perfect for the account of the minifigures. Would have been so much better than just battle droids, which we see a lot, because we see them again in the Battle of Fallujah Separatist MTT set for $160 as well, but with more pieces, with 976. You get a lot of battle droids. We even see the return of the commando droids, which are good molds, but are bad because of the color. For some reason, they're using a gunmetal gray instead of the brown, which they've always been. Even in the Clone Wars, they look pretty brown to me. And I don't know why they changed the color here. It's cool that they bring back, characters and stuff, and they make new pieces and new characters and new prints and stuff. But then they always take like another 2 steps back with every 1 step forward that they take. And that is what we see again here with the commando droids. And then we even see what's Commander Bly and Ayla Secura, which this is a set that actually connects to the battle pack, which we did take a look at here. But we do actually get a look at him here. This is all in Life Bricks on Instagram, so you get to see him there. But I mean, I'm glad that the helmet holes are covered up and actually works pretty perfectly there. But I did hear that there were a bit of printing inaccuracies and stuff there, which is not good at all for sure, and definitely unacceptable, especially for the price of the set. I don't know why and how they managed to get it wrong. Another thing, they should have had the wastegapes once again, but it's good that they included the pauldron there, and it looks pretty decent in my opinion. Going back to the MTT, it is downsized, but I think it's similar to the one in 2014. It looks a lot better though, better crafted. It seems the pieces that they use look very good. So yeah, I'm not too mad about the downsize here. Would have been cool though if they could hold more droids. Like they did that with the 2007 one. Would have been cool if they could do that again. But yeah, that's that. Next up, we have the Force Burner Snowspeeder set for $55 with 349 pieces. That is a garbage price for a set that I don't really care about from a cute enough show. But the biggest draw for that show is Jedi Bob. But here it's not really anything interesting, but we do get to see a new snowspeeder cockpit, a perfect mold, honestly, which I hope they get to use for other snowspeeders if we ever get a snowspeeder remake, which I'm sure we will eventually. But yeah, this is a set that I don't really care about, but it's great to see that new cockpit piece. Next up, let's go to an original trilogy set. We have the UCS ATST, which it's probably the one that I have the least problems with, because like it's $200, but with 1,513 pieces. It's a good looking build, not one that I'm gonna get, but it looks good. It doesn't seem like there are any cut corners here with the build or with the minifigure, which I can't really say with all of the other sets here. Next up, we have Django Fett Starship, or the Slave One. I hate the name Django Fett. That's just a stupid name. Why did they call it that? Just call it the Slave One. It's a good build. I like it. It's the same or similar size to the one that they did in 2021 for Boba, which we do see here. You got young Boba and Django Fett, which are reused-ish from the UCS version of the set, but they removed the arm printing, which was what made it like super good. So I kind of wish they didn't downgrade him there, but yeah, the young Boba is still bad. This Boba here is still the Django is it's good, just not as good as the UCS one. And then we do actually see a Lama Su for the first time, which is pretty great to see. And this is actually a perfect pairing of a set for the Obi-Wan set, the Obi-Wan Starfighter set that we got in 2022, which yeah, this is a pretty cool build. Honestly, I like the design of it quite a bit. And I mean, at $70, which a little bit much, but it's a nice enough build. Then of course here we have the 327th Trooper Battle Pack. Horrible price. It's $45 for 258 pieces. That's a garbage price. Like, buying 2 battle packs will cost you $90. That is awful. That is a really bad price. The set, the build is not worth it. The minifigures that we get aren't worth it. There's still cut corners with the clone troopers. The super battle droids we should have gotten maybe like 4 of maybe. And I don't know, just don't make the price $45. That is a horrible price. Or in fact, if you want to do the $45 price, at the very least, just like get rid of the battle droids and just include more clone troopers. Like, that's something you don't see in a battle pack that we'll probably never be able to see. But this is just too much of a crazy price. It's pretty bad. Yeah, next up we have the $65 V19 Torrent with 567 pieces. This is actually pretty cool. It does look a little bit small and a little bit weird, like so much smaller than the one that we've seen before. It looks crazy small, but it looks pretty decent, honestly. Like, the minifigures are probably what carries the set mostly, which are a new Obi-Wan and Asajj Ventress, and we get to see a clone pilot, a more accurate clone pilot. Honestly, near perfect helmet mold. I think it's perfect, honestly. I don't know if there's anything, like, they actually did a good helmet mold for the clones, which we don't see for the rest of the clones here, but this is pretty good with what we have here. With what we see in the pictures, and we even see Obi-Wan as well with arm printing, which is great. That's what I want to see for going all out with what they could. So yeah, that one I do actually quite enjoy this set quite a bit, and I do really want to get it. That's a pretty good. It's not that bad of a price also, but it's still kind of overpriced. But get good figures and a good enough build. Honestly, that's unfortunately what we have to live with now. Yeah, lastly here is the $120 Wicket, the Ewok, with 1,010 pieces. I mean, it's a pretty cute design, a little bit weird on the face, but it looks like an Ewok. Honestly, it looks pretty good. We get a minifigure of him again, which yeah, we're getting some Return of the Jedi sets here, which is interesting. But yeah, it's not one that I definitely want to get, but it's a cute enough design. It's a cool one. But yeah. There are also actually some 3-in-1 sets here that we're getting with this wave, I believe. But these are only like store exclusives, so it won't really matter to the rest of us. But yeah, that's kind of it for this video. That's how I feel about these sets and everything that we got for this wave. Let me know what you guys think, and I wish you all luck for those who will try and buy all the sets, which that's going to be a tough one. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.